Wisconsin. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Green Bay Packers taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. With better athletic ability than what people think, gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Alexander. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Irvin to return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. 1-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him.
He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's second down.
Covered by Jair Alexander.
Wentz now to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver...
Both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good on the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Stepping it. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Jake Elliott on for the play.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play. EAT. And that makes the score 14-7. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll get this to Lazard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also 7, our score.
14, Packers 7.
Spins away. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Packers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Now Rodgers. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still.
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team
has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Lazard. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Lazard. 10 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers and football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Toward this 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
13 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the red.
Careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
And a great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter.
Kickoff for Philadelphia.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Alan Lazard, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a man open. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
57 to mark. 57 to mark.
On first down, Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 12 more yards there and another first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just
up a little bit more now because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
The Eagles' 10-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now,
a gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. From midfield, here's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Looking for Reagor again. This time he's got him. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And an Eagles first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. Buying time to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. Right after he threw that pass, what did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to keep it, and now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Rodgers to throw. He can run for it, and he will. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd? They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, and this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.